All right, Angela, getting us ready there. Well, by this time next week, you may be seeing a lot more cars on central Indiana's interstates as people travel to their Thanksgiving destination.
Yes, the day before Thanksgiving, definitely the go day. Millions of Americans will either hit the road or catch a flight ahead of the holiday. And now we're learning something else. People are choosing to travel by train more frequently this year.
Emily Akeda takes a look at why they've decided against driving and flying.
A rush to the rails as a growing number of Americans are ready to roll into the holidays by train.
Is it more crowded on the train?
Definitely more crowded, yes.
Amtrak reporting an increase in riders in recent weeks when federally mandated flight reductions led to thousands of delays and cancellations at major airports nationwide.
With the uncertainty over air travel, we have seen an uptick in demand across the country. We expect to see it throughout Christmas and Thanksgiving holidays.
The surge capping off a record year for Amtrak's ridership and revenue. It comes as the railroad is working to improve aging infrastructure and introduce new high-speed trains with speeds up to 160 miles an hour. While the vast majority of Americans will still travel by plane or car to reach their Thanksgiving destination, AAA estimates nearly 2.5 million people will board trains, buses, or cruises, up 8.5% from last year. Carol Lum booked a train this holiday season in the Pacific Northwest.
The train's a lot easier than driving. You never know what the weather's going to be like, and plus the train's a great way to travel.
Some call it taking the scenic route, but others point out how expensive train trips can be.
For my child, from her college in New York to come home in Massachusetts, one way, almost $300.
Amtrak's president says ticket pricing is based on supply and demand, and that riders who have some scheduling flexibility can save money.
The more people who want to go on a particular train, the higher the prices end up being.
And remember that even if you choose to take the train, that your travel plans could still be derailed. Last December, chaotic scenes like this plagued train stations in the Northeast. Amtrak forced to delay and cancel service because of downed power lines blocking tracks and equipment unavailability. And watch out for weather, which could also sidetrack your train schedule.
Whenever you travel, it could go wrong, and trains are not immune to that.
Okay, you got to be prepared. So if you're still planning to travel by train, then you should still plan to arrive early, just not as early as you would at the airport. But that's kind of interesting.
I'm just sitting here, I'm kind of distracted because I was trying to figure out how much would it cost if I wanted to go from Indianapolis on the Cardinal Amtrak route to New York to see the parade, and it's frozen right now, so it's not giving me a route.
So Google, but you know, even going up to Chicago, you know, a lot of people like to go up there around this time of year for some shopping on State Street or something like that. I never really thought about doing that, but that is an option from here.
Well, I did find this, that it does travel to the East Coast in New York or DC. The Cardinal is 3 times a week, and then you can also go up to Chicago. So the way it works is the eastbound trains from Indianapolis arrive in the evening, while the westbound trains, those are the ones that head to Chicago, they arrive in the early morning. So if you're going that way, it's a morning departure, and if you're going that way, it's an evening departure.
Well, there
I
you
don't
go.
have a price. I'll look it up. I'll try to get back to you before the newscast wraps up.